standing black as season with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K more, cause it is. In the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, got straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head downstairs, you be like, see the car going air, you be like. So I head downstairs, you be like, see the car going air, you be like. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think the day is. So I said downstairs, you be like, see the car going air, you be like. So I said downstairs, you be like, ooh yeah, see the car going air, you be like.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb, up past the 30, second down coming up. You look at this Colt defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. There at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's third
and
down.
shame I fucking lied, boy.
Throwing, Mayfield. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Now 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now motion left with Mooney. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his kick is no good.
Fucking Wi-Fi, dog.
An auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return here for Claybrook, so it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Out quickly to Chase. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. Now Rodgers.
Bro, I'm lagging, dog.
Touchdown, Colts.
Oh my god, bro.
Cook from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. They take the lead 7-6.
Wi-Fi, dog. This guy is fucking up my fucking Wi-Fi.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down and a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. short throw. This is caught by Cox. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Colts had 1 and 6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Dalvin Cook, touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mooney, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing now is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. To throw is Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That never hurts. Love behind him. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And
there he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Darnell Mooney, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Fucking Wi-Fi. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's in.
They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown! Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fucking
Extra
lagging,
point
man.
put through by Boswell. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. First down, Mayfield. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that.
But why is he wide?
First drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it,
this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cooper Kupp, 49 yards. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey now for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now motion left with Mooney. And Chubb will try the middle here. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darnell Mooney. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are back within a score. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Wi-Fi is out.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put from the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He will find his man Chase complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Touchdown, Colts! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Arizona. Lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquise Goodwin. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Saints 34.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the foot. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Saints are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Not a lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place to move.
They look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Cheat code on this. The 50. The 30.
Here's Rodgers. And he is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And going deep for Hill. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
King.
And this one complete to Smith. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's first down. Mayfield to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one.
The scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast.